4 minutes, Mr Kerr.
Presiding Officer, when the SNP are up to their necks in muck and bullets, although that might not be appropriate given their attitude towards bullets, they send for Kate Forbes, because Kate Forbes has the capacity to dress up the most ludicrous policy positions with sweet reason. Yeah. And she tried today. By George, she tried today, but she failed. Because whatever way you look at the policy position of this Scottish Government on this issue, it is ridiculous. Yep. That's the only word, ridiculous. Stuart MacDonald, former MP, SNP MP, who's done a bit of work to try and civilise the SNP's attitude towards the defence of the realm. He tweeted, or whatever it is now, on X this morning. He said, "I see there's a debate in the Scottish Parliament today on defence. Having worked hard on defence policy for my party when an MP, it pains me to see we are not evolving with the serious times we live in." He then goes on to say that he sees nothing in Murdo Fraser's motion that he couldn't support, or indeed Daniel Johnson's amendment. And then he goes on to say, we, presumably means the SNP, should be more ambitious in our support of Scotland's domestic defence sector. And then he goes on to say that the SNP, by his own words, are treating national defence industries like a dirty secret. And that is the reality of the position that Kate Forbes has been sent out today with nobody daring to sit beside her to defend. An impossible, ridiculous policy. This is ideological nonsense. It is hostility to a sector that, in the Deputy First Minister's own words, is a strategic necessity, providing secure, high-quality jobs and driving innovation in STEM, which is what Scotland needs.
Daniel Johnson.
I'm grateful to the member for giving me. I wonder if he might agree with me that actually the view that we should seek to defend our country should be a patriotic view, regardless of your view of the Constitution. Defending our people and our country should be regardless of your view of what's
I couldn't agree more with what Daniel Johnson says. This is about a patriotic duty, and it might not be fashionable in the SNP or the Scottish Greens to talk about patriotic duty, but that's exactly what this is. Now, the SNP claim to stand with Ukraine. They claim to care about national security. They love the rhetoric. And yet, their actions, which always speak louder than words, undermine the very sector that makes the munitions, that builds the ships and the systems that will help Ukraine win and help Britain and our allies to defend ourselves. Nowhere is this hypocrisy more grotesque than in the saga of the NHS equipment donation to Ukraine. The SNP government boasted about this gesture, only for it to be revealed last weekend that they had stipulated that the equipment must not be used to treat wounded Ukrainian soldiers. That defies all common decency, let alone common sense. Imagine telling a Ukrainian medic in a field hospital that they can use the equipment to treat civilians, but not the soldier lying next to them with a catastrophic injury. This is ideological dogma gone mad, and that is not neutrality. It is ideological extremism dressed up as moral superiority. It is a morally incoherent stance that insults our allies, weakens our national resilience and strengthens our enemies, betrays our duties as a member of NATO. This is absurd, morally bankrupt, strategically reckless. The SNP government must drop its policy of excluding defence projects from public support. This Parliament should send a clear message. Scotland backs our armed forces, stands with our allies and supports the industries that keep us safe and free. Anything less is a betrayal of our responsibilities at home and abroad.
Thank you.